Shalom. I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS for teaching me his truth and will, and salutations to the whole select throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom, Abakarim, Labarakim, Shara, that's peace and blessings to the nation of Israel, and the last Shalom Kodash, the Holy Tongue. In this video, I'm going to touch on, how, the so-called Christian doctrine, pushes an idea that there is a place, underground where you go there, if you're not found in good graces with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and basically you go there and you burn forever. All right, I'm gonna tell you that is false. All right, that's a false doctrine. All right, hell and heaven is speaking of condition, or the underground, the ground, under the surface. All right. And the heavens is speaking of the stratosphere, all right, the stratosphere, all right. That's what heaven and hell can mean, all right. But over time, Jake, builds up this, idea in his head that, if he, if he's not found, in good graces, that he gets burned forever, man. And the scriptures even mention how that never even came into Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's mind for anybody to burn for eternity after they die, man. Alright, only way you get judged after you die is when you come back, alright, through reincarnation. Alright, reincarnation is very biblical, alright. Reincarnation is indeed mentioned throughout the scriptures, alright, and it can only, you can only attain, the idea of it if Yahweh Bashim Yahshai puts a spirit on you to actually, have the mental capacity, which these other camps do not, to actually get that understanding. All right. So if you don't have it yet, just pray, But I'm just gonna get right into the scriptures. All right. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 14. For as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that had the power of death, that is, the devil. Alright, I'm just going to read on 15. And deliver them who through fear of death were all their lifetime subject to bondage. Alright, so, before you come into this truth, or, you're actually, you have a certain phobia, right? You have a certain, you're scared, or you're scared of dying, alright? You have a certain phobia of just the spirit leaving your body, alright? Which really, when you actually come into this is understanding and this knowledge, you understand that even if you were wicked on this earth, if you're wicked or righteous, you go to the same place, or you go to the spirit world, alright? Because your spirit was already given a lot for you to do that, alright? You were assigned to do that. All right, you did your job. All right, just like when people say, how John the Baptist was not in the truth because he was in Yahushua's camp. All right, that's false, because John the Baptist already did what he had to do. All right, he already fulfilled his lot. All right, because he was basically the Slaki. He kind of set up. He was I don't know, Slaki. I'm forgetting the word, but he kind of set up Yahushua, like he taught the people. He told the people, he prophesied of Yahweh that's coming. All right. Now he was like, he's rolled in Yahweh, or he laid down the carpet. He laid down the red carpet for Yahweh. All right. Slakia. Couldn't find the words, but all you gotta know is that if you do die, which I always say we're part of the hopeful elect, because that doesn't mean that just because you can't say that you're part of the elect. All right. Because really, at the end of the day, if you do start to think that you are part of the elect automatically, you're gonna start to become weak, weak in the spirit, because you're gonna start to have that complacency placed in you, all right? Because once you think that you're already sealed, or then you think that you don't have to do any work, or that you don't have to, you don't have to strive anymore, right? So you're always gonna be in that spirit of, you know, making sure that your spot in that chariot is actually, cemented, all right? Study to show thyself approved, you know, strive to make that calling and election sure. Let me get that real quick. Roughly paraphrasing, but you just gotta know that you're never really a Saki. You just gotta know that you can never really, actually, there is no way to find out if you're the elect. The only way we're gonna know is when we're in the chariot, alright? And through various other works that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will fulfill and manifest in us in these last days, through spiritual power, miracles. Scriptures speak that we will do greater miracles than Yahushai did, or Yahushai did some pretty, great miracles, alright? Like healing people, bringing people back from the dead. Alright, we're gonna do greater things than that. Alright. Slakia. Second Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fail. Alright. To be diligent is to always be on your toes, right? If you ever, ever heard of the saying, stay on your toes. I don't know if any brothers have ever, been, concerned or partakers in any sports before you came into this truth, but they teach you to always be on your toes, to be, so you basically have better reaction, or so you can react to things faster, so you can always be ready, all right? And figuratively, that's how it is in this truth, because in this truth, you always got to be ready spiritually for what gets thrown your way, all right? Whether that be your work, your boss fires you, all right? You need money, all right? You need money to make sure you get some food, all right? Family problems, or maybe you just been down in spirit, all right? Certain demons, spirits, all right? Those are all examples of ways that we would be chastened or tried through, all right? But we always got to be ready, and we do that by being diligent, all right? Because we always got to be ready for for stuff that Yahushua tries us, because really, to get into the kingdom, all right, we're gonna need to be tried, all right? Slaki. All right, through much tribulation, we're gonna enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. All right. But if you're partly new in this faith, in this truth, just know that heaven and hell is not a place where you go to burn forever. All right. Hell is speaking of the ground, underground, over into Amos 9 and 2. All right. Let me get Slaki. What I'm doing. All right, Slaki. Amos 9 verse 2. All right. Though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. And the hand is speaking of his elect men, because we're actually going to be commanded or sent out to actually gather Esau, or gather the elites that actually survived, the nuclear holocaust, who actually survived through the bunkers and the various ways that they're going to survive. But eventually they're going to be rounded up and be put into slavery. But though they climb up to heaven, then so will I bring them down. So it don't matter where Esau hide. He's either way he's gonna be brought down. Either way he's gonna be rounded up and be put in slavery. It doesn't matter how slick he thinks he is. It don't matter, because in the end, you know, his fate is slavery. That is what his lot is. And the elect's lot, the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, is to attain the kingdom. To attain the eternal kingdom. But I'm gonna head to we can try Psalms 18. Psalms 18. Yeah, Psalms 18 and 5. Slakia. The sorrows of hell compassed me about, their snares of death prevented me. This is so, as you can see here, hell is speaking of, dangers, troubles. Hell is speaking of bad times. Because when you're in bad times, snares, when you're in bad times, death can surround you. Perhaps, however, be put into a situation, where, you'll be going through hell. Because hell can be resorting to, bad times, or, a place in the earth, underground, which is not where you burn forever. But really, it's not that hard to, it's not that hard to receive. This is really something that you should not be stumbling over. Whether hell is a place where you burn forever. That's not the case. That never even touched Yahweh Bashim Yahshai's mind. And this will prove it to you. I'm gonna get Jeremiah 32. Because ultimately, even Esau belongs to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Esau is not some type of angel that revolted against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Because every angel follows Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's and Slakia orders. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is a chief power of all the spirits and all the angels. And Esau is considered an angel for the left hand side of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And Satan, who is also an angel for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, who's Satan's, son, spiritually, is Esau, who is a so-called Caucasian man, a so-called white man, who is red. He came out with a red hairy garment. Speaking of his skin was red when he came out, so he's actually not white. He's red. That's for another video, But this was a quick video. Their spirit, I just felt the need to touch on it, their spirit. But I'm gonna say all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim, Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS for teaching me his truth and rule, and citations to the whole flag throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom, Wabakarim, Labarakim, Shara Shirala. That's peace and blessings to the nation of Israel, and the Lashma Kodash, the Holy Tongue. It's Ashaka Bashian, Shalom.